signs. Let's get started and do your mid-monthlies, you guys. So I'm feeling much better than I was, believe you me. Things are still pretty full on this end, but I'm just happy to get your mid-monthlies out the way. I've finally found time to do it. I actually wanted to do it earlier on today, but I had my son at the hospital last night. He cut his bloody toe and right nightmare. But he's doing really okay. He's doing okay. He's doing fine. So right then, you lot, let's get started. I'm going to start with Scorpio, as I always do, because I'm biased, and hey, it's Scorpio season. Happy birthday to all the Scorpios. So, I'm just going to get a spread out for you guys. Don't forget, this cannot possibly resonate for everyone. You know what I mean? And I still keep getting comments, no matter how many times I say it, and it's kind of like, you know what? Open your fucking ears. It's getting a bit frustrating, say the least. But oh well, still smiling. Yes, it can't possibly resonate for every single one of you, so just bear that in mind as we go into this. Just one moment. A shitload kind of fell out then. Right, I will put those to one side. These are just the John Holland Oracle cards. I did say I'd go into a bit more depth with these, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Right. I'm using 3 decks. The Rider-Waite, the John Holland Daily Spirit Messages, and the Romance Angels. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and this is a mid-month spread. Let's get my calendar up, see where we're going from and to. Yeah, I'm going to say from the 12th to the 20th, this one's resonating. From the 12th to the 20th of November for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. 12th to the 20th for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Interesting. 4 right way up, 4 reversed, clarifying each other. That is interesting. Right. What's this about? One more. Okay, you guys, it's an interesting spread really, because if I'm perfectly honest, I think some of you Scorpios out there have got some unwanted attention here, okay? And I'm not sure if it's with someone from the past or if it's someone new that's come in, possibly a friend. And I'm just sort of seeing it as unwanted attention. Or you're giving too much attention to someone who doesn't deserve it. I've got here the 6 of Wands with the 10 of Swords reversed. And this is like recognition, really. This is attention. And it's something, don't get me wrong, it could be obsessive attention as well. And it's something that you're trying to heal from. It's something that you're either trying to separate yourself from or trying to correct within. You know what I mean? If this is you guys that's been doing it. I'm going to say it concerns some sort of a friendship scenario, because then I've got the 3 of Cups here with the 4 of Cups reversed. And this is to do with a missed opportunity with someone that you possibly consider a friend. It could be a friendship fallout as well. And then I've got here the Six of Swords in the right position with the Eight of Cups reversed. And it's basically saying, yes, get away from the drama of the situation, whether it's you that's causing the drama or them, but try not to disconnect from this person. Okay, for some of you, you're having issues with a mother or a mother figure. Because I have the Empress here, and she usually is the mother. It's someone who gives you some sort of abundance and that, you know, warm fuzzy feeling kind of thing. And I've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and this is like fluky kind of behaviour, in and out, in and out, in and out, not consistent. So whether this is, okay, for some Scorpios out there that need to touch base with their mum, if you've got a very busy, hectic lifestyle, like I say, this is more about staying connected, you know. I have this one here, stay connected. I also have breathe. And I usually see this when you need to take, you know, literal breather. And along with that Six of Swords, I think this could be like an argument that's brewing, where you just need to take a step back and just breathe. Someone's obviously having a rough time. And I just think that snapping at this point is just not going to help, you know what I mean? I do have here believe, you know, and this one talks of just having a bit of faith really in this situation, that by dropping the drama, by not escalating this, by keeping things smooth and calm and trying to see it from both sides, a bit of patience, etc, etc, I think that's what's going to help him more than anything. But yeah, you're being told to stay connected and to touch base with anyone you've not really spoken to in a while. I'm going to say like a mother or a friend or something. And I also have here the Eight of Cups in the reverse. It's saying don't back off just yet. There's no need to disconnect just yet. I mean, if this is a love situation I'm looking at, it could be a friend who is trying. A friend who is trying to put some effort in, okay, and maybe you guys are the inconsistent ones and just not able to keep up with this at the moment. And I get it. I mean, I'm a typical Scorpio. I can kind of resonate with that. It's not always easy to keep in touch and touch base with absolutely everyone in your lives. Or Scorpios tend to be quite popular, you know what I mean? And we're hardly hermits, you know. But at the same time, because we tend to have such heavy lifestyles, and we are extremely impulsive, that is just a Scorpio trait, we do have these moments where we have to disconnect, where we have to just take a breather. And what it's saying is, yeah, take your breather, but find a way to stay connected at the same time, especially if it's concerning a mum or a very close friend. But on the flip side of this, in terms of love, the way that I'm looking at this, you guys, is I see some unrequited love here as well. And if this is a friend who maybe thinks more of you than you do them, or vice versa, this is just more about being honest. Don't create drama. Don't disconnect. Actually face up to this, okay? If it's on the flip side and it's, you know, them not wanting to have much to do with you, or in the past haven't had much to do with you, then this is more about just accepting that, and accepting that there really is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep it going. And obviously, if someone's like this with you, then this is just you needing to be honest and say, listen, I'm not feeling it. I prefer just to stay friends. You know what I mean? Don't miss an opportunity here for friendship, Scorpio, where love isn't there. You know what I mean? And I have forgiven and learning. And I think that I also have to pay attention to the red flags, the signs of caution in you. And I think that for some of you, some Scorpios are impulsive enough to be brutally honest with someone that's taken a liking to them. And if they don't like it, they can be very brutally honest to say, listen, it's not there. And what this is saying is, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be that honest with someone. But at the same time, don't miss an opportunity for a good friend. Whoever this person is, I'm going to say it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. For some of you, they might just want to be friends with you. And they are being honest about that. Yes, they're inconsistent, they're in and out. Maybe that's the reason, if it's on the flip side, that you don't want to go there with them. What this is actually saying is, stay connected, because you may need this person. If it tells you not to miss an opportunity for friendship, it's telling you for a reason. And I think that this is bittersweet. It's basically saying someone's mistaking friendship for love here, okay, whether it's them or whether it's you. And it will be ultimately up to you to keep the drama out of the situation, okay, and not to get too harsh with anyone. And not to miss an opportunity for a very nice friendship with someone who could possibly help you progress. Whether that's in life, on your life path, whether it's in career or whether it's in love. Who knows? You may meet the love of your life through this person. If Spirit's telling you not to completely disconnect from this person, it is for a goddamn good reason. Okay? So, that's what I've got for Scorpio for mid-month. So, yes, it seems like someone is coming into your life. For good or for bad. I don't think it's for bad. I don't know why I said it. But there's an opportunity that could be missed with this person if you disconnect from them. So just bear that in mind, you guys. Right, I'm going to move on to Pisces. So, let's have a look at the energies surrounding Pisces between the 12th and the 20th of November. Pisces, November 12th to the 20th, Sun, Moon and Rising, Pisces. One more for Pisces. Wow, you guys. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. 12th to the 20th of November for Pisces. Okay, you guys, some of you have got a sneaky piece of shit around you that may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that you need to be extremely careful with. Right, Pisces. Just sipping my coffee. I have got, quite clearly, the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands reversed. This is someone quite nasty, quite harsh, quite hot-headed. Whether this person's through work or through love life or any aspect of your life. For some of you, you're going to be having issues mid-month with either a sneaky piece of shit that's really, really hot-headed and temperamental, or this is someone acting sneaky that's bringing out the worst in you. And the problem is, this person doesn't see the damage they're causing here, and that's the problem. You know, the Nine of Swords is reversed, and so is the Wheel of Fortune. They don't see the impact that it has on you, on your progression. You're stuck here in a static stasis-like phase because of this person. I'm going to say they have been sneaking around. They could have stole something. They could have been talking and gossiping behind your back. Two-faced. A rat. A snake. And to you, it appears like they don't care or don't realise what they're doing. I'm going to say with confidence, they just don't care. And I have here a lack of communication with this person now. Don't take any risks. Don't communicate. That's your advice. Just stay away from this person. And you'll know who it is. This person's extremely messed up. And I have here death in the reverse with the High Priestess. Use your intuition and let it guide you here, okay? Death in the reverse for me is a situation that must end, and it isn't a friendship or a relationship with someone that should end, and it's not, because this person is very much set in their ways. They don't care how they make you feel. They are quite happy to carry on regardless. And nothing you say or do at this point is going to help this situation. So here we have choices, Pisces. I'll read this card to you, it'll make sense. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices that you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. And what this is actually saying, Pisces, is take responsibility for your decisions on the people who you keep in your life. If you allow this person to stay in your life, that is your choice. You reap the consequences of staying with someone who you know damn well doesn't give a shit about you. Your intuition's spot on at this point. The High Priestess right here is telling me so. I have the wedding card, a situation that involves marriage. You could either be married to a fire sign that is temperamental, to say the least. You could be seeing someone who's married. And doesn't care how it affects you, as long as they're okay. As long as you're kept a secret. Yeah, this High Priestess, this lady can indicate secrets. And a situation that needs to end, but it's not. And then I have this. Very soon, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, Pisces. That's what this is saying. Now listen, not all of you are going to be able to resonate with this. And you know what? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You can check out your mini horizon, or you could go elsewhere. These are messages for those that feel the need to hear it. If it doesn't click with you, or you feel like these messages are not for you, you're either in denial or they're not for you. It's as simple as that. Please don't bitch on my comments. The last message you guys have is this. Hello from heaven. I'll read you this card. It says, your loved one in the spirit world wants to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. Someone is really concerned about you guys that are going through this. Someone's trying to give you a nudge to say, you know what, this isn't right. So all those doubts, all those niggles about this situation, it's your loved ones trying to get you out of it and you're not listening. So again, take responsibility for your actions at this point. Please. That's what they're saying. So, that's what I've got for Pisces. Right then, let's move on to Cancer. Right, let me gather my cards back up. Should any of you want to go further with this in a private reading, something more personal to you and your circumstances, feel free to email me. I'll leave that in the description. I'd be happy to book you in. Right then, Cancer. Let's have a look for Cancer. And I really do appreciate the timestamps from you guys as well. I'll be sure to pin them on this one. Cancer. 12th to the 20th of November for Cancer. Wow, you guys need some peace and quiet. I've got the Serenity card here. If ever I see this, things are too chaotic and not calm enough. Right. Cancer. 12th to 20th of November, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer. I think this is all advice, if I'm honest, Cancer. I wonder if you're dealing with another water sign, another Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a Virgo. I also have fire energy here, Aries, Leo, Sag. I've got two kings in the reverse. Now, whether these two kings represent the same person or two different people or one or the other, you'll know. Okay, you really do need to give yourselves a break and cut yourselves some slack. Way too anxious about silly little issues. Either with a water sign who's unavailable or a fire sign who's unavailable emotionally or even physically. And we're too stressed out about this and we need to chill the fuck out. That's what that's pretty much screaming at me. I have the Serenity card, Cancer. I'm just going to start off with this. I'm just going to read you this card. It says, the most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honour, nurture and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. No one can hurt or upset you without your permission. Wise words. Have soul power. I'll read you this one. Always remember you're a soul that comes with a body. Not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Just remember that when you're feeling down and you're feeling a bit empty or resentful because of circumstances or situations. Resent is an ugly characteristic in some people, in fact in everyone, and there is no need, because like I say, nobody can make you feel bad without your permission. And this is more about rising above it and cutting yourself some slack. We're far too worried about silly little circumstances that just shouldn't be worried about at this point. Too much stress. I'm seeing a breakup in emotion here as well. For a start, seeing the King of Cups in the reverse, you guys are water. This could be you. This is telling me that someone is far enough, whether it's you or someone else, if you're dealing with another water sign. If not, then this is you. And I'm seeing a lot of you being far too over emotional at the moment. We're on an emotional roller coaster. You're like a fucking yo-yo at the minute, Cancer, for some of you. And it's more about balancing that out and cutting yourself some slack, because you're driving yourselves crazy. You're doing this to yourselves by letting stupid little exterior annoyances interfere with how you feel about yourself. And that's wrong. Like, I mean, this is self-sabotage for me. This is you keeping yourself in limbo because you're not emotionally stable. And you're in limbo because you're emotionally stable. So it's like a never-ending cycle here, okay? We're on a loop. There's a need to stand your ground with a decision that you need to make. At the minute, the Two of Swords is telling me you're not quite seeing reality for what you should be. There are decisions to make, there are questions to be answered, and you're not able to do it at the moment. Let's take this blindfold off. Let's see reality for what it really is. Stand your ground with this. Make a solid decision. What you're going to do. There is, I'm going to say, a choice you guys have got. And I think that it's whether you embrace the fact that everything happens for a reason, or you continue to stay stuck in limbo. And then I've got here a possible fire sign shutting you out, or you shutting a fire sign out. And this is because of hot temper. The King of Wands in the reverse is not a guy I like the look of. I mean, don't get me wrong, the King of Cups in the reverse is bad enough. But with that King of Wands on top, that fire involved as well, this is an ugly characteristic. Whether this is coming from you or from someone else. And this is basically that hot-headed, that nasty kind of fire. Someone is just boiling. At boiling point here, okay? At breaking point. Someone's angry, someone's not happy. I'm going to say, I'm wondering if so I think I sort of understand what's going on here. I've got the High Priestess reversed and the Chariot reversed. And I'm wondering if whether this is spirit or someone around you who's hoping that you can cut yourself some slack in. You can try and calm things down here, whether it's in the love department or not. I think someone or spirit had better intentions for you, and because you've pretty much chose not to address these issues and you are choosing to remain stuck, someone's disappointed. There's issues here where a secret may have come out about someone not doing what they said they were going to do, which is, you know, or realisation of that with that. And I think that the Chariot in the reverse as well is someone's conscience playing tricks on them. I've got these two kings, and whether this is you or someone else, or if it's two separate people, the energy in these cards here is lazy. Lack of motivation. Because we're too engulfed in our own emotions, not prepared to move on and stabilise those thoughts and those feelings. Not prepared to gain that serenity. Not prepared to take the blindfold off and see reality for what it really is and stand your ground with that. Because we're feeling shut out. Or we're afraid of being shut out and left alone. And this is pessimism at its finest, I think. This is that fear of being left alone, not knowing what you'd do if you really were on your own. So you're not prepared to change your ways. You're not prepared to calm things down a little bit. And I think with this, start to ask about your love life, you know, whether this is your love life or not, Cancer, this is a need to stay optimistic, full stop. And to take that veil off that is blocking you from seeing the reality of a situation. If this is just being shut out or not being wanted by someone. That is insecurity getting in the way. And then we come in with the King of Cups reversed, or this worries me attitude. And it's silly. Because you don't need to love anyone as much as you love yourself. And that's the problem. When you don't love yourself, you start to feel worthless. You start to think you're doing things wrong. And then we start getting paranoid. And that is where we lose serenity. Instead of getting a grip on reality here, okay? And as harsh as that sounds for me to sit here and say, yes, get a grip. Some of you really do need to hear that. Some of you are going to be like, damn bitch, who the fuck are you telling me to get a grip? You know what? Go elsewhere. Not bothered. These are messages for those who feel the need to hear it and who feel that, and who are going to accept what's being said. I don't dish out insults without advice. And my advice right here is there are insecurity issues underlying all this. And what we need to get a grip of now is those issues. Which means to take a step back, take off the blindfold, look at the bigger picture here, okay? Once you step outside the box and you see the bigger picture, you can start to see little faults that can be changed. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is ever meant to be perfect. However, this emotional roller coaster is borderline craziness going on. All because of this feeling of being alone and shut out that we're not dealing with. It's like if you guys can't love yourselves, you expect somebody else to do that for you. Who wants to love someone who doesn't love themselves? How can you love someone who doesn't love themselves? That's my point. And then I have this honeymoon card. And you see the water in this card? It's smooth, it's calm. This is where I want you guys to be by the end of November. Calmer, smoother. On that way to learning to love yourselves a little bit more than you do. I mean, it does say enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, but I pay more attention to the fact that the water indicates distance. Overseas, you know, to me it's distance. And it's calm distance. And I would say, anybody that's making you feel less than you are worth, put that calm distance in between so that you can take a step back and look at the bigger picture here and address your own issues. You can't do anything about anybody else's feelings, anybody else's issues. You can't do jack shit about them, but you can about your own. And where's the best place to start? With yourself. And better people will automatically be drawn into to enjoy life with you. Like attracts like. Just remember that, Cancer. Right, now I've given you guys a grilling and a bit of a clip round the ear, verbally. I do apologise if that came across as harsh, but I'm kind of hoping enough of you that have followed me for a while or respect me enough for saying, and listen, if I didn't give a shit, I'd give you the blandest reading possible, but I'm not like that. I care about all my subscribers and anyone that comes to watch these videos. So just remember that before we start bitching in the comments. You know what I mean? This is coming from a place of love, believe you me. And for Spirit to come across with these messages so strongly that you need to hear, that some of you need to hear it. Not all of you will resonate with this. If you don't, then that's fine. Go elsewhere. Seriously, just go. But, you know, at this point in time, there will be some cancers that really do need to hear this, and Spirit's screaming at you guys to say, can we please get a grip on this before it gets out of hand? You know what I mean? Let's start loving number one, so it makes the path easier for like-minded souls to come and love us. You know what I mean? That's what Spirit's saying. You can't love someone who doesn't love themselves. It's that simple. Right. I mean, I don't know anyone that'd want to. I wouldn't. I wouldn't put up with it. Well, there you go. That's just me. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Right. I'll leave that there then, Cancer. So, yes, what signs? I think you've all kind of had a bit of an ear bashing today, but at the same time, just remember, I say it because I care. If I didn't care, I'd make a load of fucking... I'm not like this anyway, but you know what I mean? I'd be one of those readers that just fucking makes it up as she goes along and etc, etc, and I'm not like that. I put a lot of heart, soul, emotion and effort into my readings because I want you to get the clearest message possible for that time. Because Spirit feels that that kind of information is going to be beneficial to you at that time. So just remember that, you guys, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to wish you all the best. Should any of you want a private reading, you can email me. I'll leave it in the description. But for the meantime, I'm going to wish you all the best. And I hope you have the best mid-month that you can possibly have, you guys. And I hope the Scorpios have fantastic birthdays, or have had fantastic birthdays. And I'll see you guys soon. So you take care. Bye-bye for now.